Shalom. On good praises on the good Yahweh, Shema Sheh, Bashim Kakadash, and Lord, and listen to the elders and apostles of great and awesome and truth, and peace, blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect. And yeah, man, let's play it.
Ever since 2020, man, I feel like something changed or something altered. Like we live in a inverted reality now, or a mirror world or something like that. But this is just a continuation of my last video. This world is more spiritual than it is physical. Unfortunately, when you talk about a lot of things, it is, this depth and you get deep on people seem to have a short attention span. But that's because we have been diluted in terms of attention as well. A lot of the things that be true or real, we have been taught to dismiss. And the truth is, that's the whole point. A lot of things have been weaponized. That's like hip hop. Hip hop has been weaponized. If you noticed in
As the scriptures say, part of Esau's blessing, Genesis 27:40, and by the sword shall thou live, and shall serve thy brother, and it shall come to pass when thou shalt have the dominion, in the rulership, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. So yeah, they're supposed to live by the sword, in which that's what they do.
the 80s, everything was conscious. It was up tempo, it was upbeat, it was fun. Then you got to the late 80s, NWA, all of a sudden gangster rap came out. And then all through the 90s, everything was gangster rap. That was on purpose, because record labels was not only invested in industrial prisons, but they also encouraged artists to invest in industrial prisons as well. Because if we are influencing you to be a gangster,
What's that scripture called? Isaiah 42:22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snared in holes, so they're trapped. And they are hid in prison houses, going to prison. They are for a prey, and none delivereth, for a spoil, and none saith restore. But it's okay. They don't need to restore, because the Lord Yahweh Shema Shah is going to do it.
we know that the prison system is going to stay filled. Which brings me to my next point. And you can look this up. But states have been suing the government because their prison population is not continuing to be filled. It's just like churches. Churches have SA and SM liability insurance. All of this shit is a game, man. All of this shit is a game. And the negative entities and people and beings that run this world want to maintain their power. That's it. That's all. They weaponize the food. They keep us unhealthy. Doctor said
Ezekiel 4:13. Says, "On the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel, being the Negroes, Latinos, Hispanics, and Native Americans, including Mexicans and Sinnoh Indians, and the Israelite foreigners that have been scattered abroad, who don't look like us, but their bloodline goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, just like us." Which is James 1:1. He says, "Eat the defiled bread among the Gentiles, being the other nations, whether I will drive them."
the man that said that 95% of the sickness in your body comes from mucus, and everything that you need is on the earth. They took him out because he went against the status quo as far as big pharma. I mean, it's all type of things that you could go into to know that it's people that's controlling it and beings that's controlling this shit, and they want us to stay low vibrational in a low state. This is why you see so many people doing things like going vegan and, you know what I'm saying, all kinds of things like that, because the world is changing. And really soon is going to be unrecognizable. But not only did they weaponize the food, they have weaponized everything. They have weaponized everything against us. They use social media for...
It's crazy because the other nations can't even see this. They're blinded.
influence, or for misinformation, or to keep people dumbed down, because most people don't use their phone to actually do research and learn and improve their knowledge. They use it to watch funny videos, to watch dance videos. They use it to
Yes, it's the bread and circus. It's all distractions.
entertain themselves. That's just like sports. All of sports is scripted. All of it. Quick story real quick. A couple of years ago, I had did a sports bet, an 8-leg parlay, and 7 of the people on my parlay was green, right? All I had was one person left. Man had 7 rebounds in the first half. In the second half, I'm like, oh yeah, this is an easy win. In the second half, he played 1 minute. Controlled. And a lot of people be saying, oh, that's a conspiracy theorist. A conspiracy theory. But the truth of the matter is this. You have an employer, right? So do basketball players. If they basketball player tell them before the game, you don't score over 30 tonight, guess what? It's not happening, because if you don't do what I tell you to do, all of that money that I'm giving you will stop. You will be fired. But they have weaponized literally everything. They flood your algorithm with fighting videos, twerk videos. They flood your algorithm with consumerism. And oh, you gotta have all the money in.
And again, what he's saying is true. And see, I remember on TikTok, man, It's descending me on the effort. That's why I appealed the For You page. There was all this sexual stuff on it, man. Usually. I had to delete the app and reinstall it, man. And even then, TikTok is just weird, man.
World, and if you ain't got money, you ain't nothing, and this is how they control your mind. But they control you from every angle. You pay taxes on top of taxes on top of taxes. You eat what they tell you to eat. God forbid you grow a garden, because you got to have a permit for that in certain places, because we can't have you growing your own food. All
Deuteronomy 28:48. It's therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in all want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck, until he have destroyed thee. So yeah, it's a curse.
of the trees have been replaced in terms of male trees. It's only male trees. That's why you don't see fruit bearing trees, because all of the female trees.
Yeah, I'm not with him on that one. You're talking about male trees. Damn, they don't bear no fruit because the law says for them not to bear no fruit. And it says that's a curse put on Esau, where the fruits of the field won't grow. Hence why he has to use all these chemicals to make them grow.
Have been uprooted. All of this stuff is easy to find if you do research. In terms of the current state of America and the world, none of that shit is new either. Blame immigrants, make people hate each other, keep them divided, keep them distracted, so that they don't pay attention to us. As long as they don't pay attention to us, we won. And at every turn, y'all might not have noticed this either, but they've been trying to decrease the population. Population decrease.
Yeah, and that's because of the Lord, man. He's tired of you people. Hence why it's having get destroyed by Esau, man. As it says. Psalm 17:13. It says, arise, O Lord, O Yahweh, Hashem, O Shai. Disappoint him and cast him down. Deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. So yeah, the wicked set upon you. Why? Because you don't want to follow the commandments of Yahweh, Hashem, O Shai.
Shots. Population decrease. Another thing about shots is you don't know what you put in your body. But this is the psychological landscape and the psychological manipulation that this reality has created. The beings, the people that run this reality, this is what they have created. They lie about so much shit. damn near everything that you done learned is a lie. So much of what they tell you is bullshit.
It's right about that one. Edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Hashai, Ba'ashem Makakadash, and Shalom. Oh, yeah, I forgot.